Hello. OHAYOU-PI, you fiends. It is I, Euphenia Himemin. I actually remember it today. Welcome to another Euphenia Himemin stream. Yeah. Today it is the Get to Know Me Day. Because I have noticed there are a lot more you fiends than before. So lots of you are new here, and I just want to say welcome. But I feel like, what do you guys actually know about me? Besides the fact that I always have technical difficulties, and I always am just a few minutes late, just a few minutes, just a smidge, just a couple minutes late. But yes, I have prepared some slides today. I'm gonna take a drink. I don't know why my glasses aren't acting appropriately at this time, but that's just something we're just gonna have to deal with. Okay. So let's go here. Okay. let me shrink myself. Can you still see me? I think you can still see me. It's all good. Okay. So this is the first side. And the first slide is literally just a thumbnail. OHAYOU-PI, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. I'm so sorry that I'm late. Well, like I said, it's Get to Know Me, and I'm usually late. I don't know when this became a thing, but it's a thing that happens to me, unfortunately. And what's crazy is, my lateness is never, I don't want to be here or anything. It's usually just I have a bunch of random what do you want to call them, a series of unfortunate events. So let me take it to the first slide, shall we? Oops, I forgot that's not how you do that. This is how you do it. So this is the anatomy of Euphy. Get out the way. Just move myself right here. Oops, not that. Oops. There we go. Okay. So, this is my anatomy, because a lot of people tend to get this wrong, okay? So, we have horns. That is what that is. I thought I heard my phone ringing. So first we have horns. That is what these two red items on the side of my head are. On each side there are two. They are my horns. They are not hair accessories. They are not I don't know what else. Bro, what do you mean it's a whole day past? It's not that late. When I started, it was still in the 8 o'clock range. 8, you know, because I said 8:30, so it was at least 8:55. And I have pointy ears. And a lot of people tend to think that I am like a dark elf. I'm not an elf. Alright? I am not an elf. Okay, look, I don't know how to say this, but I am not an elf. I am a demon. Okay? I am a demon, not an elf. Thank you. And then at the very top, I have my crown. Because you gotta respect my authority. Thank you. You see, only people with... What do you want to say? Only people of status get to wear crowns where I'm from. So, seeing as I am a person of status, that's why I get to wear the crown. Okay, next slide. Ah, yes, my basic info. So, for those of you who don't know, my real name is not Euphenia Himemin. The last name, Himemin, that is just like think of it like a nickname, rather. My real name, my birth name on my birth certificate is Euphenia Lee Mishima. Get it? Yeah, it's canon now. I'm a Mishima. And yes, if you are thinking, you know, Heihachi, yes. Kazuya, correct. Tekken, yes. I am a part of the Mishima bloodline, and sorry you had to find out this way if you didn't know. Now my age, I'm so freaking old that I honestly forgot. So, I've just been saying at least 1,000 years old. Now, what would be funny is if like I sit down and I do the math and I actually find out that I'm not even that old. But we're just gonna keep it at least 1,000. Because, like, how are you gonna tell me how old I am? You don't even know. You didn't even know my last name until now. So, I want to take these stupid glasses off. They're distracting me. There you go. Now you can see my face. My birthday is July 13th. My birthday actually just passed recently. We kind of did a 3-day stream. I don't know, you know, if you remember anything or if you were there, but that happened. We had a 3-day stream. And what's it called? Oh, I forgot. Hold on, let me check my math. Yeah, so if the math isn't correct, it's because I don't know centimeters. So don't come for me. But my height, I am 158 centimeters, or I guess you could say like 5'1.5". Some people like to round it up to 5'2" inches, but you know, you know, like, I'm not trying to tell you what to do or anything. And if you're ever wondering what my actual title is, far as like, you know, princess and whatnot. What do you mean take away a foot? I'm not 4 foot. I am 5 foot. But my princess title is First Grand Princess of Hell. Thank you. I am the first Grand Princess. What's called? You know how I'm always talking about Brother Yuffie? Brother Yuffie is actually second Grand Prince of Hell. Because my older brother, who lives in a far away, like he doesn't even live in, like in the human world or in hell anymore. I don't even know where he lives really. But he's the first Grand Prince of Hell. There's even a second and a third and a fourth prince, like Grand Princess of Hell. But I'm the first, so, you know, I would get the throne first. And my status, you know, like I love, well, I don't love it because sometimes it's sad. You guys ever go and like Google a character and then the status says dead? Well, round of applause, because somehow I'm still alive. So that's why I have my status as alive. Because right now, me talking to you, I'm currently still alive. All right. Next slide. Okay, let me get out the way. Oh, let me show you my likes first. My likes. I'm pretty sure you've guessed, based on the color schemes of almost anything that I have. I really like the colors red, black, and gold. Those are, it's such a power color, TBH. Like, I can't think of any other color combination that just meshes this well. Also, seeing as I am a demon after all, I do, you know, I'm like required to say money and power. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Some things are, you know, nicer than money and power. But where I come from, money and power rules. Alright? Okay. Then under that, we have memes. I love memes. I love old memes. I like, if it's a meme that I can easily understand or reference in real life, I love it. Like, I think sometimes my friends hate when, like, well, the 3 that I have, I think they hate when I talk in memes or when I reference memes because like a lot of them, they're not, what do you want to say? They're not really up to date on their memes. And it's sad. Especially when you go down below memes. You got SpongeBob. I love SpongeBob. Now when I say I love SpongeBob, let me confirm. Okay, you listening? I love classic SpongeBob. I have tried to watch modern SpongeBob. I don't know what's going on. It honestly scares me sometimes. Why did they make SpongeBob and Patrick so dumb? And I like low-key, I feel like everyone in SpongeBob is slightly dumber than what they once were. Like, I'm not even gonna say slightly. They are miles behind in the smartness of what they used to be. Like, even Sandy. I feel like they've tried to make Sandy like lean more into the science and scientific stuff and all that. And like all these weird inventions that she comes up with, and a lot of them, they're just kind of dumb. They're just kind of dumb. And I don't know. Like, I understand making Patrick kind of dumb, but sometimes they make him like mean. Why? Why are you dumb and mean? And then SpongeBob used to be like, you could tell that SpongeBob was just a young adult, you know, having his first major career, living on his own and whatnot. But now you're just like questioning. You're like, what is he, like 5? I thought SpongeBob was a grown man. But I'm not here to rant about SpongeBob because I feel like that's what I was doing. But I do really like SpongeBob, and I do really like memes. So sometimes I do like to reference like older SpongeBob. You know, I like to speak in SpongeBob references. Like, sometimes I'll have a purse or something, and then I'll just be like, oh my, this purse is so big and heavy. So I don't know how to explain that, so we're just gonna go to the next one. Bye. Fashion. I love fashion. Now, I feel like hold on. I feel like if I do this, then it is painfully apparent that I am into fashion. Yeah, y'all remember this? Yeah. I love fashion. I love so many different types of fashion. Like, get this fit. And I really want to do more fashion, you know, type models. Just, you know, that costs money. And I have to figure out how, you know, like what fashion, what I want to do and all that. But I do love fashion, especially street fashion, Japanese fashion, all that good stuff. Like, you guys just don't know what my feed is on other things. It's just so many different types of fashion, and I love it, and I like to dabble in it myself outside of streaming. When I do go outside, I'd like to dabble in fashion. Next, maid cafes. Okay, hear me out. I have always had a very big interest and big love for maid cafes. Like, exponentially love them. I want to go to like an official one in Akihabara or something one day. Like, I love maid cafes. The uniforms, the dances, the wotages, the cute food, the cute overpriced food. Like, I will pay whatever as long as my ice cream looks like a teddy bear, man. And I've always wanted to work in a maid cafe. You see, a little bit of lore drop here since we're getting to know me. Way back in yesteryears, I and one of my friends that I'm still friends with today, we were actually trying to open a maid cafe in our neighborhood. Like, we actually did all the footwork and stuff and market research and planning and PowerPoint presentations and stuff, and it was supposed to be picked up by some investors, but how do I want to say, because it was like an academy. The academy was supposed to, like that was the point of the academy. It was supposed to get our ideas that we all came up with and bring them to fruition. Now, why am I not working in a maid cafe right now? Any guesses? Well, I'll tell ya. Because the academy lied. They didn't pass our ideas on to anyone. Yep. They just kind of kept our ideas like in a dusty file, and they never did anything with it. And I kept following up, my friend kept following up. We really wanted to have this maid cafe, but we never got to do it. And at the time we were really young, like, you know, still at the academy. So, you know, we kind of didn't know what to do. And I was going to go to school to become a patissier, but like doing stuff like that in the demon world isn't really common, so there was not really good schooling for it, and I didn't have any money, because even though I am the first grand princess of hell, I still have to pay money like a regular person. And I'm sure you know that Heihachi is not gonna spare me any coin so that I can go to learn how to bake sweets. Of course not. Of course not. So that's my maid cafe story. I've always wanted to work in a maid cafe. I even practiced making teddy bear ice creams. I practiced writing in ketchup for if I had to write on my own rice. I even practiced drawing with chocolate. No maid. No maid. I'm not a maid. I can't work in a maid cafe. Also, I did try to join like this maid cafe themed Vtuber group a long time ago. I don't even know if it's still around. But anyways, I didn't get in, so I didn't get in, so I guess it wasn't meant for me to ever work in a maid cafe. Let's see, do I got this right? I just wanted to work in the maid cafe. And then like when people come through the door and be like, Okari nasaimasen, Goshin-sama, Ojo-sama. Like, was that too much to ask? I just wanted to wear the cute outfits and learn so many dances. I learned a few dances, and I wanted to learn many, many more. And like whatever dances were coming up out of the, you know, out the woodworks that were new and fresh and popping, I wanted to do all that. And I wanted to give people little cakes and stuff, but no. Oops, sorry, I blushed. Long story short, don't depend on others to make your dream come true. Only believe in yourself and what you can do. Yeah. Oops. Why do I keep doing that? Euphenia Himemin. And last on the likes I have is idols. Now, I feel like I don't talk a lot about idols just because I'm not very current with, like, you know, groups that are now. I feel like the only groups that are somewhat relevant, like Japanese idols that I'm interested in, is Baby Metal and Wasuta. Other than that, I really love older idols, like the old Hello Project stuff. Or like I love VTubers that incorporate idol stuff, like Takanashi Kiara. She reminds me of myself sometimes, and yeah, man, she's just so great. But Hello Project was just something I loved. And then recently, what's it called? When Takanashi Kiara, oh gosh, what was that for her spring festival? Like the 3D live, and then she sang the Nanchate Renai. Oh, I was dying. I was like, I remember this song. I was having so much nostalgia. Because like those are the idols that I grew up on. Hello Project mostly. All right, we gotta move over to dislikes. So number 1. Let me look a little more serious. Oh, yeah, there we go. Dislikes. Why am I smiling? Okay, there we go. Things I don't like. Now, there's probably a lot of things that I could put on here, but I just wanted to keep it real simple because I didn't want it to seem like I don't like things. But a pet peeve of mine are games that don't autosave. So like, you guys know, whenever I play a game and if I find a save point, then I'm always like super like, oh, gotta save, oh, gotta save, oh, gotta save. That is because I have played games where I assumed that they were freaking autosave, right? And then I go play it again, and then it's like, oh, we have no memory of what you've done. Or I hate where, I don't know, I forgot to save because I was just so engrossed in the game. And then I leave and, like, you know, say I get through a difficult part, right? And I come back. And then I was like, crap, the game didn't autosave. Now I have to go through all the difficult crap all over again. Like, what if it was a maze, huh? What if it was a maze? I don't want to do that anymore. I don't. Now, another thing that I don't like. Being hungry. Now, I love to snack. I love to snack. And I love a little treat. But if I don't get a snack or a little treat, well, boyo, we're gonna have some problems, because now I'm mad. Because why are you starving me? And the last thing on my list that I don't like is mustard. Got you. You probably thought I was gonna go mustard. Yeah, no. I don't like mustard. I hate mustard. Mustard is the worst condiment that could have ever graced the condiment section. It's disgusting. I don't like how it smells. It's an ugly color. Well, like, yellow itself isn't ugly, but the specific yellow that mustard is gross. Oh, another thing. This is unrelated, but since I'm talking about this colors and things, I hate cheese-colored cars. You know what I mean. Cheese-colored cars. Those cars make me so mad. I don't know why, but they give me violent rage. Like, what's it called? Let me see if I can find a cheese-colored car, because those are so horrible. And I feel like only psychopaths drive those. I said cheese-colored cars, and there's like cars that are made of cheese. That's not what I asked for. I'm dying because some of these aren't I can't find anything that's like ugly and fills me with rage. They're giving me all these like cute cheese colors. I mean, not cheese colors. They're giving me like cute cheeses, like little cheese wedge cars and a mouse driving a cheese car. Okay, I guess maybe I shouldn't have said cheese colored car. I guess I should say, I'm gonna say ugly yellow car. Bro, I think this is it. Because I got triggered looking at just this picture alone. Okay, let me see. Yeah, the rest of these are like nice yellow. It's this funky cheese colored yellow that makes me mad. Okay, here it is. Where is it? Okay, so this color. This color car. It irks me so bad. Because why are you the same color as cheese? Why is it very close to the color of like the lines on the streets? These cars are like not the specific like car, like I don't even know what this is. I can't see the symbol. I'm just so not the specific car, but just the color. The color is what it makes me. It's making me stutter because I'm so mad because I hate this color car. I hate them. I hate them so much. I hate it so much that I need to delete it because it's making me sweat. That's how angry I am. Okay. Sorry you guys had to see that. Jeez. Oh. You said old taxis trigger you. I didn't think about that. Well, like, no, because taxis are a different kind of yellow. Taxis are like this nice, like, sunny yellow. Hold on, let me see. Were taxis cheese colored at once? Oh god, there are some cheese colored taxis. Oh, I didn't know some taxis were cheese colored. I'm so used to seeing the cute yellow ones. Oh, thanks for making me nauseous. You just made me nauseous. I gotta go to the next slide. Oh, let me disappear. Really? Oh, no, I don't have to disappear because it's my stream. Okay. So, this is Jeremiah. Jeremiah is a raven. If you look, he has 2 eyes, actually. On, one side of his head, because we can only see one side right now. So, therefore, he has 4 eyes. 4 eyes. Anyway. Jeremiah is actually another demon. Believe it or not. Jeremiah and I are actually bound by a contract. Yeah. I bet you guys didn't know that. So, I signed a contract with Jeremiah because I wanted to become a stronger demon And, you know, I want to rule the throne. So Jeremiah actually has dark magic that he's been teaching me, but along with not flies, okay, that's gross, fire magic. So if anybody ever asks you what kind of magic does Yuffie do, it's fire and dark. I know it sounds unsettling. However, I do have a magic book that I'm working from. It's a book that I found when I found Jeremiah. Or I guess rather, we found each other. So Jeremiah actually has a demon form that doesn't look like a bird. This is just how he chooses to blend in with society for this time. It also helps him preserve his energy. And I just think he looks cute this way. So Jeremiah, let's see, if he ever gets out. Oh, OHAYOU-PI, what's going on? I'm just explaining Jeremiah. But if Jeremiah, well, I'm not even gonna say if. One day, Jeremiah could show his demon form. It'll actually be pretty cool. He is very much older than me. He's seen some things. Ah, good question. So, I can't turn into a bird. At least not yet. I also haven't tried. Jeremiah is a raven demon. I'm not a raven demon. I'm a hell demon. Like, you know, like think like devils and whatnot. That's me. Jeremiah, on the other hand, he is he's older, occasionally wiser, makes a lot of wise cracks, I can say. He is my teacher, but sometimes I treat him like a butler. So that is Jeremiah. Long story short, we found each other. I got a magic book. He teaches me dark magic. I learned from my book other fire magic. He is my butler, and he gets me things when I say so. Sometimes, not all the times. And one day, he will have a form that is not a bird. One day. It's just a species thing. That's pretty much it. It's kind of like, let's see, something with demons in it. Like Demon Hunter. I mean, not Demon Hunter, Demon Slayer. When I said Demon Hunter, I was thinking of K-pop Demon Hunter. But I mean, I guess that's a good example too. There's different demons in K-pop Demon Hunter. But in Demon Slayer, you see all the different types of demons. Some have 4 arms, some have 1 arm, some don't have any arms. Like, things like that. We're just different species, but we're all demons. So, we all hang out at the same place. We all put our pants on one leg at a time. If we have pants. I mean legs. Yep. Next slide. Oh wait. So before I go to the next slide, you have to learn how to turn into an animal, unless, like, say if you're born of a specific type of animal type demon. Like, let's say if I was a cat demon or something, you know, my mom's cat and my dad's demon, then I could probably turn into a cat easier. But because I'm learning dark magic, which is raven magic, I might be able to at least get wings. That's what I'm hoping for. But this next slide. The next slide is, I had a question from Mao. She left a question on the YouTube post. Where'd it go? Ah, here we are. So Mao's question was, did you have any other model ideas planned before ultimately landing on Demon Princess? So, did I have any other model ideas before I decided to become a Demon Princess? I sure did. Oh shoot, hold on, let me figure out what the name of that app was that I used to brainstorm. Because I did all of this on the same app. One of Jeremiah's parents is like a crow demon, and then the other one is a different type of demon. But the crow is not crow. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry, Jeremiah. Now he's gonna freaking throw stuff at me. Jeremiah was born as, you know, he was born from another raven demon family. So when he's born, he has a human form. Well, not human, but a form similar to mine, you could say. But he can turn into a raven, if that makes sense. Think of Sebastian from Black Butler. It's like that. What is Vtuber? Now, where is that app? If it even still exists. Oh, it does. Custom cast. Okay. So. So, before settling on the Demon Princess, I actually put a few things together in custom cast because it was kind of like a character creator. Oh, cool. Yeah, Black Butler is pretty good. It's mysteries. But I know for a fact that I've always wanted to be a demon. And it's very apparent based on my first model design. That is this. Let me shrink. So, before Euphenia Himemin, there was this character. A demon NEET. NEET stands for not in education, employment, or training, I believe. So basically, someone who doesn't leave the house. Not exactly a hikikomori, but a NEET. This was my first design. Now, why does she look like this? Well, if we are breaking the kayfabe right now, this is more closer to what I look like IRL. Yes, she was a dropout. But she looks like this because this is basically what I kind of looked like at the time IRL. No, the demon wings and the demon horns. But the more I looked at this outfit, I was kind of like, there's a lot going on here, sis. But I kept some elements. Like, for instance, the hairstyle is similar. The hoodie, shirt, thigh-high socks. And Yeah, this design was okay. And she has purple eyes instead of my signature, like, reddish ones. Because at the time, I was very obsessed with Code Geass. And Lelouch, the MC of the show, has purple eyes. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna have purple eyes like Lelouch. Yeah. I also kind of like, now that I look at, I don't like the standard, like, I don't know what you want to call them, like bat wings or something. I feel like there's nothing wrong with them, but I feel like I could have gotten mistaken for like a succubus or a vampire. So that was the first design. Second, all right, so this is second and third. So again, demon. So this first one, let me just block out that one. Let's focus on that one there. So it says demon pastry chef. So legitimately, I wanted to, like, I was like, ooh, I could be like this cute and, you know, kind of bratty demon pastry chef, because I like, you know, working with baked goods and stuff and demons apparently. And she still has the purple eyes. This is before I moved away from the purple eyes. Now, what, like, if you look closely, she has like a cookie in her hair. And then, like, in the second picture, she's holding a whisk. Now, if you're also wondering, why are they all doing like this Chunbyo pose? Well, that's because... that is because I was a Chunbyo. I had 8th grade syndrome. Yes, I did. I kind of still do. Just not as bad. Like, I remember watching Love Chunbyo and Other Delusions for the first time, and I was just going, ah, that was me, bro, that was me. Like, I remember, like, little side story, but I remember one time I drew like a special like shape and stuff on a piece of paper, and I put it on my eye. And I remember I just like started screaming in pain. And brother Yuffie was like, what's wrong? And I was just like, oh, my eye. And then he was like, oh no, do you want me to blow into it? Like, you need help? Like, what do you need? You need eye drops? And then like when I removed my hand, it was just like think of it like I drew the Geass symbol. Like, think of it like that. And I was just like and then brother Yuffie was like, bro, I hate you, get out of my room. And I remember being like, yeah, I can see auras and stuff like that. And my 8th grade syndrome was heavy. Well, thank you. So the reason why I decided not to be the demon pastry chef is because, for one, I realized like at the time I wouldn't have access to the kitchen like whenever I wanted to, let alone be able to set up like a whole streaming type thing for the kitchen. So I was like, oh, you know, that's not gonna work. Plus, I realized that I would at least have to bake something, or, you know, so like at least once a month. Like, I had to show that I was a baker, pastry chef, some type of way. But sometimes I don't feel like going in the kitchen. Sometimes I just want to sit down. So that's what I did. I said, you know what? Never mind. Okay. And then if we come over here, she still has purple eyes. And she's a demon still, because I was sold on the demon. Like, I was going to be a demon either way. But this is the demon idol version. Yes, like I said, she still has the purple eyes because I was still obsessed with Lelouch. Still am to this day. It's never gonna go away. And the second picture, I was like, oh my gosh, that's gonna be my signature pose. Like, that was gonna be my thing. And I remember having like this plan where, let me see, do I still have it? Like, I remember looking at how to say certain phrases in Japanese because I wanted to be like cool, multilingual. And it was kind of like, here it is. So the question is, let me see. So it's like, watashi ishou ni atarashi sekai ni kitakure. Kitai desu ka? Fudge. Okay. Oh, ooh, accidentally unplugged my my light. So it's like, watashi. Wow. Why did? How? Hold on. Let me read what I tried to say. Watashi to isho ni. Watashi to isho ni atarashi sekai ni kitai desu ka? Kitai desu ka? So basically, it was like, do you want to come to a new world with me? And then like that was gonna be my call in response. It was gonna be like, you know, and I'd be like, do you want to come to a new world with me? And then like the crowd would be like, yeah, woo. And then I'd be like, atarashi sekai ni iko. So then it's like, let's go to a new world. And so that was that. And I remember I was partially writing like my first quote unquote song. I'm a frozen. So what's it called? I wrote some lyrics. Let me see if I can get my lyrics up. So these aren't going to be great, like at all, in the slightest. Oh no, I unplugged my lamp. Ow. I hit my head on the mic. Because you want to know for the call and response thing, I was inspired by Jin Kazama, but specifically Devil Jin. Like, what is it? Devil Jin. You know, like when he first comes in, dang, where is it? Oh yeah. So it's when Devil Jin says, Kyofu wo shite yaro. So I was like, yo! Jin Kazama is a character in Tekken. The fighting game Tekken. canonically, that would make him my brother. But yes, I love when Jin comes out. And then he just goes, Kyofu wo shitiaru. And it's like, fear my wrath. And then I just be like, wow! But it's like, because it's like that cool echo effect that's in his voice too when he says it. And I'm just like, whew, that's cool. I love it. You know, like, speaking of memes, you know, like, it's one of those, alright, Picasso. I like it. Like that. Let's see. I wrote a rap that I'm not going to recite because it's very cringe. Yeah. Let's just say that. Yeah, I can't. So basically, Luna was, not Luna, because I was gonna name myself Luna, because it was gonna be like Luna the Lunatic, but yeah, I thought so too. But yeah, so my name actually wasn't even gonna be Euphenia Himemin. It was gonna be Luna, like Lunatic or something. And I remember being like, lunatic, yeah, because I was like, I'm gonna rap, and then like fast forward, I can't rap, so we're not gonna do that. All right, and then moving to the second to last design. This was a design that I loved. It was peak. Like, sometimes I wonder, like, why didn't I do this? So, this is the Yankee demon boss. Or, like, delinquent demon boss. Like, she still has horns, just they're under her hat. And she was always gonna have, like, a sucker in her mouth. Because that's how boss she is. She eats a sucker. Yankee is like Japanese term for delinquents. Like, what's it called? Let me name some anime. So, like, you ever see like those characters that do like this, like Kason. She is like a Yankee. Well, she's more like Bosuzoku, but you know, like that, like Kason. So I thought she was like so cool when she, you know, when that model that she uses came out. It was just so cool. And Cromartie High is an anime with a bunch of delinquents in it. Oh, duh. Tokyo Revengers, duh. Freaking Windbreaker, yeah. But they're not exactly like young, but I guess like technically Tokyo Revengers is, because it's like based in the past, but if you like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I guess like technically Josuke is one. They all like to say that Yusuke Urameshi was one. Kuwabara, yeah. And what was that one anime? Kill la Kill. The main girl, she was one. Like, they're usually like the characters with like the pompadours. They do the weird walk. They squat, you know, when they sit and they smoke cigarettes and whatnot. And you know, if you ever watch School Rumble, Harima is considered one. If you ever watch Fruits Basket, Toru Had a Friend And Toru's mom was actually a delinquent. And what's it called? Great teacher Onizuka. Yeah, he's a delinquent. But what was the? Cause it was called something, but for some reason, like later on, they changed it to. Oh, here it goes. Shonan Junai Gumi. That's GTO young, like, cause it was just GTO for when he was an adult, but you know they got the Shonan Junai Gumi for when he was younger. That's a good show. Not even a prison. She just had a gang. Not even a prison, just a gang. The picture of her like with the with like you know, like when you get detained. So it was gonna be like, you know, like, oh yeah, man, I've gone to jail a couple times, but like it doesn't really matter. You know. Cowboy Bebop, not exactly. But yeah, so like the hat and stuff, that was gonna be like her main outfit. And then the red jacket, like the bomber jacket, that was gonna be like her street casual outfit. But she was always gonna stay strapped with the sword, you know what I'm saying? And a sucker. As you can see, the sucker never moves. And then last but not least, this was Euphenia 0.1 that I made on custom cast. So this, I don't know what made me go into this direction, but this is what, you know, this is how my eventual design came to fruition. And then my first Vtuber parent helped clean up my design, make it look a little bit more, you know, cohesive. So there is a lot that I actually kept. There are some things that have been added. So, as we can see, the third picture, there is a no bow version because I wanted to show that those were horns and, you know, not a bow. I kept the hair color, or not the hair color, the hairstyle. We did keep the giant bow. We decided to change the skirt, give it a little bow. The shirt's a little different. I don't have a second necklace because I thought maybe that was too much, and I took the grayscale, like, you know, making it look so gray and sad, because I was just like, I don't want to look gray and sad. I want to look, you know, like nice, rich, sunny. And I think like before the colors were a little too saturated because I feel like sometimes I looked orange. So I like the colors now because I'm brown. And I was supposed to have a mole under my lip. I don't know why I even added that there, because like it doesn't really matter. But yes, this was Euphenia Himemin before you know, the first version. And now this is the second version. Okay. So that, my friends, that's it. That's the stream. I am just really glad that more people are joining our little community. more people are hanging out, and I wanted to give people just a little bit of insight and a little bit of background on Yuffie, on me, because I feel like a lot of the times, you know, I don't talk about myself much, but it's also like I don't care to talk a lot. It's not that I don't like talking about myself, I just don't ever really want to sound like I'm self-absorbed, you know? Plus, I like learning about you guys more because it's interesting, but I guess like learning about other people is naturally interesting than talking about yourself, if that makes sense. So, yes, I'm really happy with how everything turned out. And I hope that you were able to get to know me a little bit better. I'm like, I am so confused. I thought I heard something, but I don't see anything. I'm like, I had to leave so bad. Like, not so bad like right now, but like when I thought that I heard something, I was like, oh no, I'm leaving. It's a weird sound right there. So thank you so much, everyone. Maybe I'll start, I don't know, I'm thinking about maybe opening like a marshmallow or something so people can ask anonymous questions, because I feel like sometimes people are too nervous to ask questions outright and they would prefer to do it. Oh, okay, so you heard it too. Okay, thank goodness. I thought I was going crazy. I thought there was a fly in here also, and I was about to be like, not again. So I am glad that you heard it too, but you know, I apologize for the audio. But again, thank you so much for letting me yap about myself. I hope that you learned something. I hope that in the future, if you guys have any questions, you can always feel free to ask and I'll answer them right then and there for you. Unless it's something that I need to research, then, you know, give me a little bit. Just give me a little bit. But I'm going to wrap the stream up right here. This was fun. This was relaxing. And I'm so sorry that I was late, you guys. Like, I don't know what the technical difficulties were doing to me, but they didn't want me to do, like, the slideshow that I was trying to do. For some reason, my computer didn't want to save images as images, and it was making me so sad. But that is no longer the case, okay? But I will see you guys on Friday, where we continue with Okami. Remember? Yeah, you remember. Part 9. Let's see what we can do now after we've defeated Orochi. We really gotta go after that that one guy who stole some stuff. What was his name? For some reason I can't remember his name until I see his actual face. Then I'm like, oh, guy, it's you. The one who I gave the accent like fromage because he speaks French. But I'll see you guys on Friday, and I hope that you have a safe rest of your week. Please stay cool, stay hydrated, and don't do anything that I wouldn't do. You have been warned. Okie dokie. Oh, Yasumin.